in the 14 kbh. Dovewitch subscribed to your channel for 29 months.
Holy shit, Ryft lore in the year of 2024. Let's go. It has been some time since I was last active. don't remember there being 3 chickens in there, but so be it. I have been busy. Busy mostly moving things from my home to here. The disrespect of some Endermen. Of course, that is to say I have not been completely absent. I am the only one capable of adding these teleports. And of course, expansion has begun on the teleportation hub. I have not seen the children around. I hope all is well with them. But yes, I have added another layer, specifically for others that might awaken or the various aspects. Now, why would I give the aspects a room but not Arsene? Arsene doesn't need it. That is fair. I'm pretty sure Zofia still lives in the hotel. Pretty sure, anyways. How have things changed up here? What on earth? Is that? Oh. Well played, Arsene. Okay then. It is getting to that point again, isn't it? We are quickly approaching this Christmas season once again. I suppose I should check to see if anything was left for me. I don't recall if I've taken anything or not. I apparently did not. Thank you, whoever left that for me. Simon. It said it on the board, Oracle. You are not that senile. Oh. I cannot say I'm particularly a fan of seeing pearls in here. Or Eternium. To the Oracle, I thank you for your letter and your explanation. However, you aren't entirely to blame, as I should have handled that a lot better. Understand it can be annoying when someone doesn't know basic information, and I'm foreign to a lot of concepts you find common. I am learning, and the only way I can is to ask. However, if you want me to question someone else, be sure to keep it in mind. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have lashed out at you, taken a tone, or threatened you. I was angry that you seemed to forget everyone had different lives and ranges of knowledge before coming here, and just assumed I was stupid. It is no excuse to have lashed out, and I will do better to control my emotions. I cannot take such items as it was a misunderstanding and miscommunication. I apologized if it seemed like I forced your hand to lend me the Eternium. I've studied all I needed from it, so I have handed it, and a few others I found back to you, along with the other items you gave. I hope we have cleared up any bad blood we may have, and if there is anything we haven't cleared, we should attempt to do so. As allies, we should work with each other, not against each other, as our enemies are much stronger than we are alone. I will need to take some time to think on how I can improve as a person. If you need me, however, I will be there. Warm regards, Simon. I see. I am perhaps not very suited to be a mentor, given how stoic I am. Perhaps I should suggest he speak with Caden. Caden is very knowledgeable about the stars. Or perhaps somebody out there would be best to teach him about the universe. Still, it is quite strange. To know of a universe that doesn't know about the cosmos. These cats, do they belong to the children? And if so, why are they down here? Has that always been there? No, for some reason I could just see in the dark. Though that is troubling regardless. I wonder how long that's been there. Let me quickly check the mushroom farms. See if there's anything that should be added. Or if I even have the resources to add it at present. It appears I do not have the resources to add them at present. I need some special end terrain. But the Arboretum is coming along quite nicely. I just need to add more. We have cherry trees, Tenanea trees, dragon trees, and helix trees. Good to know. Are there any flowers I need to add? No. Blue rose, poppy, yellow carnation, pink petals, black carnation, yes. All that seems to be correct. What about new crops? No. It has been quiet. Did Arsene digest everyone? No. He would get bored of me quickly. So then where is everyone? Are they bored of me? I suppose they would be. I'm not very entertaining. So then that begs the question, where are they? Perhaps they took my advice and found their own homes. Very smart of them. But could they not have been bothered to inform me? Am I that desperate for prayer? Or am I that desperate for companionship? I don't think either, well, I don't genuinely think either is the case. There is a reason I am in the process of moving to the end. But perhaps a part of me would miss having companionship. Companionship is only normal. It is normal, right? Even you are rather quiet today, voices of the void. Perhaps once I am done tending to the mushroom farms, I'll go to the end and work on my home. Maybe I will be fortunate enough to bump into someone. I should probably make a dedicated storage facility instead of an attic. That would be a bit time-consuming. But not the end of the world, I suppose. That technically already came to pass. Little hard to work on my humor, I suppose, when there is no audience. It has even been a while since Arsène has messed with me. How uncharacteristically like him. I suppose the peace and quiet is nice. I have been doing some thinking, and perhaps I should build something a little nicer than the hotel, as a communal gathering grounds. Mostly in preparation for whatever Arsène may eventually spring. He is unstable. He always has been. He perhaps maybe thinks the same of me, but we are not one and the same. I am not unstable. How could I be? I have to be composed. I have to be a beacon. I have to be there for everyone. It is my job as a god of protection. So why does it feel like people resent me? Is it my tone? Should I perhaps maybe be working on it? Come to think of it, I have not even seen Caden around lately. I should perhaps check on him. I know his cave has been undergoing some sort of transformation. All of this can be taken care of once I'm done here. Perhaps I am merely overthinking things. Perhaps everyone is fine. Perhaps they simply do not want to offend me. I am uncertain. Perhaps I should stop making assumptions. Oh yes, we are going to need a new facility. Why did I organize this the way I did? Hardly able to find anything. Maybe I should continue to distract myself. I need to think. Find a way to get the upper hand on Arsene. Somebody who has complete and utter control. There has to be a way. This is less easy when you have no one to bounce thoughts off of. I need to stop thinking about companionship. What is something I can think about that does not require dwelling on my loneliness? I am drawing a blank. As they say. I am going the wrong way. Is it perhaps maybe the time of year? I did say... No! Stop. Do not think about that. Think of literally anything else. Arsena is unstable, as I've said before. Maybe this will be a better train of thought. Arsena is unstable. How can we perhaps stabilize him? Is there some sort of material? Is there something he desires? If so, what is it he desires? He desires my suffering, but I don't think that is bringing us any closer to a solution. He knows the reason I imprisoned him. So why throw a tantrum about it? There's a lot missing here. A motive. Well, no, I don't think the motive is actually missing. I think he is definitely lashing out in defiance of my imprisonment of him. But if so, why drag other worlds into it? It is something that very reasonably could have stayed between he and I. But he decided to bring other worlds into the mix. Other worlds that weren't even dying. What is his endgame? What is his goal? What does he want? Is all of this to get back at me? Did other worlds wrong him in some way? If all of this is to get back at me, then why? Is it because I imprisoned him? Because he feasted on one too many worlds that weren't dying? Hello, O voice of the void. If all of this was to get back at me, then why bring in a bunch of worlds that didn't even know of my existence? What did they have to do with anything? It is all so confusing. The lack of an answer is distracting. What does Arsene want? If all of this is to get back at me, why bring the uninvolved into the mix? Why not leave it a private affair? What do the others think of this? It is a shame no one is around to ask. I'm sure they have their thoughts. I will ask them in due time. I can only imagine what poor Caden is going through. His world wasn't even facing decline. From what I could tell, observing from the inside. As it were. All I have at present are questions. Questions I can only repeat to myself, in hopes I remember them going forward. What are his motives? Why involve the uninvolved? Why continue to go after worlds who aren't even facing decline? Or maybe they were. I wouldn't know. Maybe I would. I don't recall. I do recall that Gideon's world was not declining. I do recall that mine was not declining. Or maybe they were. Maybe they were declining. Maybe that is what's going on with Caden's cave. A remnant of his world's decline. It makes sense. Why would I be the only one chosen to live? After all, it was a collective decision from the Pantheon to seal Arsene. Why are they not around? Why am I the only one here? Matching it up with context clues based on various conversations I've had with those who are still around on occasion. It seems like their world was not advancing enough, so it fell into decline. Were all of our planets and homes and worlds doomed from the start? The more I think on it, the more it sort of makes sense. If I find anyone, I will have to ask them if they remember the state of their world. I'm gonna focus on the main part of the mushroom farms for now. And then I think I'm going to go to the end. Refine my thoughts a little by working on my home. The more I think on it here, the more most of it makes sense. But there are still a fair amount of questions, like what happened to the rest of my pantheon? Perhaps come up with some theories as to why some of the others' worlds were falling into decline. It is all starting to connect in a way. Slowly but surely, it's making sense. But this is not the natural order of things. If our worlds were doomed to decline, why are we here? We should have followed and respected the natural order of things. I should not be alive. Caden should not be alive. we still here? Why were we chosen to live, and others to die? It is not making any sense. Just when I thought I had some answers. Though I suppose Arsène would not know anything about the natural order. He always viewed himself as above it. He viewed himself as the order. We must return to the end. I don't remember that being closed. Actually, before I return to the end, I should put some things away. To make my job a little easier. Continue the descent. You can probably hear me ruminating. Thinking. I have my theories about the dragon here as well. Perhaps it is guarding something. What could it be guarding? Where are my loyal followers? What happened to them? Does anyone here even believe in me? I've only made a little progress on it, but it is coming along nicely. I'm still uncertain what I am going to put in every individual room. Perhaps I'll make this area a place of worship. Gain back some level of strength. As for the rest, I have not figured that out yet. It is indeed coming along very well, however. I will add more banners at a later date. I think that is a good enough start for now, to indicate that it is mine. And off to work we go. I'm going to have to fill this up at one point. But it is coming along quite swimmingly. Now, how do I do the stairs area? It's 4 up. I should have grabbed some end rods. Four up from the base. Got it. And then the corners are end rods. Now, how do I... do the stairs? Is it one? The middle 2? The middle 2. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And perhaps I should do this. It is a shame I can only do that here in the end. I used to be able to do that anywhere. You are aware it is rude to barge into people's homes. Who am I kidding? They're not going to leave. I find it strange that it's been unnervingly quiet. But what are you going to do, I suppose? This one only has 3 sets of stairs. So I would put one in the center. If I did my math correctly. Not you. Three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was not my intent, but that certainly worked. Oh. Did I end up doing this right? Yes. Where is the... There we go. Please land on top. Good. Who is this Kale you speak of, voice of the void? I need to grab end rods. I also need to restock my collection of purpur. One of the blorbos in your brain. What is a blorbo? And I did not know you voices of the void had brains. How fascinating. I learn something new about myself every day, I guess. A blorbo is something you are eternally fond of. Well, I suppose that makes you, the voices of the void, my blorbo. It is fun in there. Strange. I have been told that I am the definition of unfun. but I will take your word for it. It is the least I can do for companionship. Of some caliber. I have to do corrections in here as well. Hello, other voice in my head that exists.
This party's getting crazy. Let's rock.
Morris Mini Farm Creations joined the party.
Where did that voice come from? What is happening? It is particularly strange to be going from emptiness to suddenly hearing very strange voices in my brain. Ow. Though I am able to do that here, I'd suppose that Arsene had to nerf me somehow. And take away my absurdly high self-preservation in here. You dropped from the brain space to the conscience. Is that how that works? You would think I would know. But I do not. I am having a very strange day, it seems. I suppose that's only natural. I have been away for a while. You think I am a good builder? I appreciate it, Voice of the Void. It is simply the building of my home. The end is full of strange and fantastical creations. It only makes sense that my structures are like theirs. I am born of the end, or I suppose created of the end. Two, three, four. Then it would go like this. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, that is not supposed to go there. I am once again out of glass. I don't know what happened there, but I'm glad that my pearl was able to save me. Why is there smoke in the distance? Am I near one of those biomes that contain sulfur? I suppose that would make sense. Another connection tunnel completed. But there are Ender folk on this side as well. They're in my property. Do have a right to defend myself from intruders. No, this room is empty. I can actually do something in here. I am uncertain what I'm going to be putting in many of these rooms. I don't know why I made so many. The only important room that I have here is a bedroom. The resting quarters. Future design potential, you guess? Maybe a nice dining hall. It would be nice to give my guests somewhere to eat. A study is also a grand idea. A workshop. I do not do much building. Well, crafting, rather. I typically leave that to our blacksmith. But a study and a Dining hall is a good idea. I need more end blocks now. This one. Sunroom is also an option, but there's not much sun. That is correct. We are in the end. The sun does not exist here. Ow. Though, end room? I mean, the entire end is technically... You know what, let's not dwell on that. Perhaps I can speak with Junie. Library is a grand idea. I like the thought of that. Voices like Junie, as you should. Junie is very good. I wonder how and why she is here, though. I will be right back.
Sorry about that, chat. There was a telemarketer at my door. But we're getting back into lore here in just a second. Okay.
Where was I? I don't remember what we were discussing. I blanked for a moment. What were we discussing, voices? Oh, yes. Maybe I should talk to Junie about making an artificial sun over here. Junie is good, but I am uncertain as to why she is here. She seems like somebody who would have taken very good care of her world. So why is she here? As I've been pondering to myself earlier today as well, why are most of us here? I can't think of a good reason. Outside of Arsène wanting something against me. Do you think the sun would look more like a moon because the end's perpetual darkness? Perhaps. Have I built a room like this before? Ah, yes, it seems like I have. I don't know if it's the exact proportions. It might be. Hive. Perhaps akin to that. Oh. What do hives have to do with anything, Voices of the Void? Structure? I do not see any hives. All I see is my building that I'm making akin to weird architecture. The bizarre architecture of my home, the end. It's you don't know. You're not a very good architectural voice. I am certain you are doing your best. I actually think this room is wider, so I will try to make it a little more visually appealing. Or I guess better lit would be the better terminology. This room is almost square, so it would make sense to do it like this. Now, how to get it to the center? I know how to get it to the center, I think. We want to get it to about here. Yes? Yes. Something like that. We're getting somewhere. I'm out of dragon tree planks. You like the name of that tree? It is a very good kind of tree. This one. While I'm down here, let us grab more sea lanterns, and more glass. Yes, right there. Perfect. It is a very nice purple. It reminds me of home, before home disappeared, due to our sense influence. Pretty sure that does it for this room. Excellent. I am going to have to fill this entire thing with water at some point. Did I put a window in that room? I did not. I did awesome, thank you. My ender block supply is still fine. Please leave the premises. Leave. 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 They trespassed. They trespassed on divine territory. If they did not wish to be struck, they should have left. I do not think this will be enough to finish this room. I may have to go get more. Or I could have just barely enough. They will be fine. See, they're already over it. Now, how did I do the lights? I do not recall. Well, no. Get down. Recall this. I forgot to fill in the window here. Wait a minute. Why did I do that? Welcome back, Voice of the Void. If it makes you feel better from before, they're already over it. I did what I did because they were trespassing on divine territory. Well, just because they didn't mean it doesn't mean they didn't do it. As soon as I am done here, I'm probably going... Oh, dear. I thought I put the lights in this corner. As soon as I am done with the walls and ceiling of this room, I'm probably going to go take a break. Do some divine recharging. I will also need to think of a map on how I want to lay this out. I have a lot of rooms, not a lot of room ideas. We fill it in from there. Yes, I recall how this room layout is now. Well, the lighting, as it were. I got lost in the design for a moment, but we got there. There we go. Hopefully within a few days' time, I'll at least have the walls and the ceilings finished. Even more so, maybe I'll have the big lake in the center filled. Time will tell. I might need to do a little replenishing. Fortunately, I have a near infinite amethyst supply. We have plenty of trees. We are well stocked. It's just a matter of gathering the material. I'll gather my belongings and then see us out. Last thing I want is someone to steal my sword while I am resting. wonder what I should do about my shrine. Perhaps I'll leave it there as a landmark. If you find my shrine, you know my home is near. You also know the way back is near. I may never actually get used to how warm the overworld is. The warmest area, in the end, is the areas that host the sulfur. Rest well, O voices of the void.
And we're done. That was lore. Didn't go quite as I had hoped, but at least we got some stuff done. At least we've got some lore relevant stuff done. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed what you saw and you're watching this on YouTube, please be sure to like, comment, share, favorite, subscribe, all that jazz. Follow me on Twitch if you aren't already. I also have a Twitter and a Tumblr. Don't follow me on Twitter though, it's private. I mean, you can. The link is down there. I just have to approve your following. Follow me on Blue Sky instead. And until next time, ladies, gentlemen, and all manner of species between, peace out.